Adams, this is Miss Kovarik, and we're on lesson 3 today. For your reading, you are actually going to reread chapter 2. So I put the video here of me reading chapter 2 out loud. You can read it on your own, or you can listen to the video, and then you have, scroll. You have a couple questions, so make sure that you're reading carefully. Number 1 is just reading comprehension. Number 2 is what I want to talk about real quick, a simile. So remember, a simile explains how two things are similar, and it uses that word like or as. So what do you think this simile means? And the rest of them you should be all set with. Make sure that you are joining Zoom if you need any help with that reading lesson. So head over to skills. We're going to do a little bit of word work first. We're looking at this word stun. So in chapter 2 we read, at first they were stunned and rather silent, but eventually they were able to think clearly and we began to converse. Here's another example. The scientist was stunned to learn he had won a research award. So that word stun means to shock or to amaze. So number 1, what part of speech is that? If you don't know, remember that I always go over the vocab in the beginning, so it's also right there. Number 2, tell me, when was a time that you were stunned? You can make it up if you can't think of one. So when is a time that you would have been amazed or shocked? And then we're going to start writing our adventure story. So last lesson, you guys started to plan. Today we're going to go a little bit further. So for number 3, I want you to pick a setting for your story. I gave you some examples here. Remember, it's typically in a faraway place. Sometimes it's an imagined place, a fake made-up place. So think of something interesting that you can have your adventure story set in. And I gave you some examples here. Number 4, I want you to think about what kind of characters you're going to have. So in Treasure Island, we have pirates, we have a doctor, we have the squire, we have Jim and his mother. What kind of people are going to appear in your setting and in your story? So are they people? Are they animals? Are they creatures? Explain them here. Number 5, give your character a name. Number 6, what do they look like? So number 5, you're telling me what they are. Number 6, you're going to describe them. What is their hair color, their eyes, their height? What kind of person are they? Number 7, what does their voice sound like? When they speak, what do they sound like? And number 8, your character is stranded in a remote, isolated place. Isolated means all by themselves. What does he or she miss most about home? So this is another little planning section for you to start thinking about what your characters are going to be and how your story is going to be set up. So again, please join office hours if you need any help, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye, Adams.